50 years ago, the mood of the nation was changed forever when shots rang out in Dallas, Texas. NCTV 17's Natalie Vitale has more on how the Kennedy assassination impacts our community today.
For some residents of the Martin Avenue apartments, it seems like it was just yesterday President Kennedy was assassinated in Dallas, Texas. Louise Jacobs remembers watching TV with her kids at the time.
All of a sudden they interrupted the program and it said that Kennedy was shot. And we stayed glued to the TV from that moment until, I want to say, the whole week.
President Kennedy died at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time.
I still dwell about that day and what had happened. We wanted to see everything. Didn't want to miss a minute. And I'll never forget that. It was like yesterday. It happened yesterday.
She and Anthony Abram remember how the excitement of seeing the president turned into fear.
I went to school at North Texas State University, and I was there to see the president. And I was on the street about, 3-4 blocks behind him when he got shot. It was a little scary.
He gave us life. And then for that spark to go out. I went to see his grave a couple of years ago, and you still cry. You're still crying.
50 years later, Kennedy Junior High is honoring their namesake with various projects around the school.
He had so many things that we wanted to follow, and since our school is named after him, we're trying to follow him as much as we can in his footsteps, and I think that the display kind of shows that.
For students, the legacy of President Kennedy lives on through quotes, pictures, and headlines from throughout his life, and the impact of his death is still felt generations later.
It made me feel kind of sad that a great man's life was just cut off like that, and he could have done so much more.
Whether you remember hearing about his assassination live on the news or in a classroom years later, President Kennedy continues to be memorialized in our society today and will for years to come. I'm Natalie Vitale for Naperville News 17.
Kennedy was the 36th president of the United States and the only president to win a Pulitzer Prize.